Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Pauline Verzosa. President Bongbong Marcos has inspected the aftermath of Typhoon Karina in some parts of the CAMANAVA area yesterday. He rode a military truck with some cabinet officials to check the affected residents and provide help to them. PBBM also inspected the damaged floodgate that contributed to the flood in Navotas. He said there is a need to re-examine the designs of our flood control.
The amount of water was not as bad as Undoy, but the effect was greater than Undoy. Mas malaki ang baha. Mas marami tayong flood control ngayon kaysa noon. Pero climate change, this is what the effects of climate change are.
Public Works Secretary Manuel Bonoan provides updates on the flood control projects of the government. Here's an excerpt from his interview on The Big Story.
5.5 thousand flood control projects. We understand this is nationwide. Nasaan-saan po ba ito? Right. Can you put that into perspective for us? Are these the best kinds of flood control methodologies that are applied per area? I know you can be more technical with us. Anong klaseng flood control projects ba ito? We know that the President has given you the marching orders to integrate itong mga flood control projects to be able to trap the water and use it for power generation, for irrigation, and for consumption. Yes, can you give us an update, a more clear and more broken down update?
Well, let me just point out a little bit what the President said in his own police, that since for the last 2 years, 2022, since we assumed the office in this administration, until 2024, I think, we were able to implement more than 5,000 flood control projects all over the country. So that's for 2 years. That's for 2 years. And we are currently implementing again another 5,000 projects starting 2024 up to 2025.
Right, but where are the bulk of these projects?
All distributed. These are all distributed all over the country. Because there are 400 plus principal rivers and many other small rivers all over the country. And there are 18 major river basins all over the country that needs to be attended to, actually. So it's a real big job, actually, to contain all the flood control problems all over the country. So, these are... I think what we have done so far is actually quite effective in some of the areas that we have already implemented some of these projects.
Can you give us an example of an area, Sec, where it should have flooded but hindi po bumaha dahil po dun sa na-implement in the last 2 years na flood control project?
Like for example, we have done a big project in Cagayan de Oro. And Cagayan de Oro, the part of Pampanga, and parts of Central Luzon, and there are many other projects that I could cite. Dito sa Cavite area, we are doing big projects. We are doing some projects in Mindanao as well. So, yun po. And of course, Metro Manila is another thing. No? Metro Manila is the DPWH is actually assisting Metropolitan Development Authority.
Some areas in Valenzuela are still flooded 2 days after the city was battered by Typhoon Karina. The flood level on some roads in the city are still reaching the waist level. Meanwhile, around 4,000 families are still in evacuation centers, and work in government offices are suspended today. Former Police Chief Senator Bato Dela Rosa and Oscar Albayalde were among those who were named as suspects in the ongoing drug war investigation by the International Criminal Court, or ICC. Based on the documents obtained by former Senator Antonio Trillanes IV, the suspects in the drug war are Dela Rosa, Albayalde, former Criminal Investigation and Detection Group Chief Police Major General Romeo Karamat Jr., National Police Commission Commissioner Edilberto Leonardo, and former Chief Intelligence Officer Brigadier General Eleazar Mata. Trillanes also said that former President Rodrigo Duterte was tagged as the principal suspect. Albayalde, Karamat, Leonardo, and Mata have yet to comment about this. In a text message, Dela Rosa was not surprised with the latest revelation. He said this issue sounds like a broken record already. Former Senator Antonio Trillanes IV says 5 former and active PNP officials have been classified as drug war suspects by the International Criminal Court. Here's an excerpt from his interview on Storycon.
The last time we spoke, isang tao lang, supposedly, ang first batch ng makakasuhan. Now, you're telling us there might be more than one?
Based dun sa document from the ICC Office of the Prosecutor, classify na as suspects yung 5 former and active PNP officials led by now Senator Bato Dela Rosa, General Oscar Albayalde, General Karamat, NAPOLCOM Commissioner Leonardo, and the former retired General Mata. So, from persons of interest sila, ngayon, primary suspects sila or principals by indispensable cooperation. Ngayon, whether kasama sila sa first batch ng warrant o hindi natin malalaman kasi at this point, it's just a waiting game for us.
You're basing all of this, Senator, on a document, on an actual document from the ICC? Is that correct?
Yes. Yan yung pinost ko dun sa Twitter. At yung redacted siya kasi may mga sensitive information pa ron na hindi ako authorized to release.
Hi, Senator. Ito si Edilberto Leonardo, isang active NAPOLCOM commissioner, di ba? Meron bang kailangan gawin yung gobyerno rito?
Nasa sa kanila yan, Kung pwede nilang gamitin yan as a basis for an administrative case, pwede siyang isuspend para hindi siya maka-impluensya but for sure, hindi na makakapag-perform yan effectively kasi meron na siyang ICC case and it's going to be a bad look on the part of the Marcos administration kung i-retain nila itong mga kumbaga international suspects ito.
Tama, Senator, dahil ang sagwa ng itsura na isang NAPOLCOM commissioner ay kasama sa kaso ng ICC sa crimes against humanity. Di ba? Ang pangit ng itsura niyan, hindi lamang sa NAPOLCOM, hindi lamang sa PNP, kundi sa buong gobyerno.
Yes. Kaya I think, kailangan nilang mag-react dyan. At officially, na-receive na yan yung document na yan, na-receive na yan ng Marcos administration through the embassy sa The Hague,
U.S. President Joe Biden shared his reasons for stepping down from the 2024 presidential race. Biden stressed the importance of bringing fresh voices and younger voices into politics. Days after announcing he wouldn't seek another term and endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris, Biden said it was time to pass the torch to a new generation to unite the nation. Biden expressed confidence in his achievements, but emphasized that safeguarding democracy is more important than personal ambition. Biden's decision to step aside will significantly impact the upcoming election, as Kamala Harris's success will be closely linked to the accomplishments of the Biden administration.
When you elect me to this office, I promise to always level with you, to tell you the truth. And the truth, the sacred cause of this country is larger than any one of us. And those of us who cherish that cause, cherish it so much, a cause of American democracy itself, must unite to protect it. In recent weeks, it's become clear to me that I need to unite my party in this critical endeavor. I believe my record as president, my leadership in the world, my vision for America's future, all merited a second term. But nothing can come in the way of saving our democracy. That includes personal ambition. So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation. That's the best way to unite our nation. You know, there is a time and a place for long years of experience in public life. But there's also a time and a place for new voices, fresh voices, yes, younger voices. And that time and place is now.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Pauline Verzosa. We are One News.